Good morning, everyone. I am back. I am back home. Hello. And on my trip, I discovered the secret. I discovered the secret to the 2 hour workday. And it might not be what you think. Let me get you a little straighter. Okay. I have my YouTube family here and my TikTok family here. Good morning, everyone. Hello. How are you? I can't wait to share the secret. Oh, I'm so excited. It really struck me hard this morning. I slept in. We were traveling all day yesterday. And if you joined me yesterday in my live, I talked about this book I had. And it occurred to me this morning, boom, like a flash. I know the secret to the 2 hour workday. And you might be surprised. I was shocked. I was kind of surprised. So good morning, everyone. This 2 hour workday has to do with mindset, right? If you want to succeed in digital marketing, you have to get good at a 2 hour workday because that's what we want, right? We want time freedom, and then we want to earn extra income. We want financial freedom. Who doesn't? And the thought of a 2 hour workday seems so strange. It was very foreign to me. But what I found the secret how to have a more successful and powerful and impactful 2 hour workday with digital marketing. Okay, I don't know if I can hold it in much longer because I'm just so excited about what I figured out. So, the 2 hour workday, if you're new here, my name is Tammy. I've had 7 businesses over the last 30 years. 30 years, I was a stay at home wife and mom, then empty nester, and now grandma, right? These 30 years with me trying to figure out a way to make extra income to help support the family, to contribute to the family. And now that we are retired, my husband actually retired, we relocated, and our fixed income is not enough. And my husband looked at me and he's like, somebody's going back to work. And yeah, no, I was terrified. Please don't make it me. Please don't make it me. I've never worked in 30 years outside the home. Yes, I've had 7 businesses, and you take the business where you're going. I've had MLMs, I've sold things, I've done booths, we had a rental property. I've had a lot of jobs trying to make an income. And the goal with each of those was to replace his income. The poor guy, he would work. We were in Southern California. He would work. I mean, everybody commutes, right? Everybody's got horror stories of commuting. My guy commuted 80 miles one way on a motorcycle because he worked more downtown area. He ran high rise buildings. There's only high rise buildings downtown, right? He ran high rise buildings and he had us live where we could afford. And so he commuted 80 miles one way on a motorcycle in 100 degrees, in the snow, in the rain, in the wind. And guys, if I could just replace that income, right? And you join these businesses, these MLMs that are saying 6 figures, right? You're getting training and you're getting motivation from the people above you, but there's always something odd about it. And one is because they're trying to pour into you so that their income boosts. Versus what if you were the business owner who made 100% profit? Right? And so if somebody comes alongside you as a mentor, they're doing it to be of a community because they know what they give always comes back around. And that's what I want to do. I want to be that person who can coach and mentor and encourage. I feel like that's my gift. God has God-given gifts. And I have a duty, I have an obligation, I'm on a mission to share these gifts. And it's a brand new world with digital marketing. I feel like a totally different person. So we've been on vacation in Hawaii. And I've only done digital marketing about 4 months. I got the flow of a 2-hour workday. I make social media content. I post 3 times a day. I love going live, right? Words I thought I'd never say, but here I am and I enjoy it. I love it. And I'm so grateful I get to do these types of things. And then because we were on vacation, hey friend, hi HB. Because we were on vacation, I've really focused. I said, I'm going to go live. And I went live 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning so that I could have family time on vacation. I was highly focused on what I was doing for my 2-hour workday that I didn't do anything else. And this is when I discovered the secret, because it wasn't until I was on the plane that I realized, oh, that's the missing ingredient. Because friends, this is what happened. This is what happened to me. By the end of the week, I was struggling. I'm not somebody who has trouble making social media content. I'm not somebody who struggles going live. Those things were okay, but it was, what do I share? Guys, especially the last day, I was hurting. I couldn't think of a thing to say. I'd start a video and I'd start talking, and then, you're editing it. You're watching the closed captions to make sure things are said correctly. And I thought, what a bunch of gibberish. What am I saying? Delete, delete, delete. I must have tried videos 10, 20 times. I just, okay, focus. Okay. Deep breathe, whatever I could do to get these videos made. And I was struggling. I'm telling my husband, honey, what can I do? I just can't figure this out. And right, complaining, making excuses. All right, those are my cues that I'm not working on me. So in this book I found the 10X rule, let me see. Grant Cardone or Cardone, if he's Italian, I'm not sure. But the 10X rule, he was saying you have to take responsibility. 6-figure earners, $1 million earners do not make excuses. They solve problems. And when you start getting those thoughts in your head, this is too hard, and it's a lower energy. I literally felt my energy lowering. You're not solving the problem. You're not moving forward. That's a problem. So how did I solve it? This is the secret. Because the flight from Hawaii to California was about 5 hours, I had my headphones on. I am listening to his book. And I've got, I don't know how many pages of notes I've got, right, taken from his book. And so this morning it dawns on me, I have not been feeding my mind. I have not been doing the mindset training. That's what was missing, because it's not technically part of the 2-hour workday. The 2-hour workday is, what are the income producing activities you need to do to get the message out, to get the eyeballs on, to get the information out so that people can discover you, that your content is always available, so your automations can kick in when people want what you have to offer. And I don't know how many times you hear something, but until it happens to you, sometimes it just doesn't click. What happened was, they say all the time, you have to work on yourself. You have to train your mind. You have to feed encouragement, positive things, feeding your mind and soul, right? I had neglected that every single morning. I never did it because I was so focused on the 2-hour workday. I never gave myself an hour, not even a half an hour, to study the word. I would do it at night, and then I'm so tired. And then there was a couple days I realized I went to bed so tired I never got to it. I was not plugging in into the community. So this is confession time. I'm confessing to you all that I will make this change. I didn't realize its importance until I had it happen to me. That I was not plugging into community and getting that daily dose of encouragement, positivity, mentoring, things that I could do for my business, for myself. I never looked once. And by Friday of our trip, actually of Thursday of our trip, that was the day I was struggling because I was prepping videos for Friday to have on hand because I know it was a travel day. And I wanted to have that ready to go, and I couldn't figure it out to save my life. But I realized I was not getting my fill. How many times have you heard, right? Motivation, enthusiasm, all of these mindset things is like taking a shower. If you don't do it every day, you start to get stinky and they'll say it's stinking thinking. You you have to do these things. You have to feed yourself good energy, positive thinking, mindset training, education every day. Every day. So this is the secret to a 2-hour workday. You've got to find the time to feed yourself before you can feed others. I don't know why it took me 4 months to figure that out, but I had to have I believe I learn best from lessons. I learn best by making mistakes and then figuring out the lesson. And the lesson was when you go on vacation, I was so proud of myself for doing hard things. I was so proud of I went live at the airport. Anybody see that? Anybody see my live at the airport? If you want a replay, go to my YouTube and you can see the replay of me at the Oakland airport going live, mostly because I wanted to prove to myself and to you, you can do this. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's not hard unless you say it's hard. It's not weird unless you say it's weird. Do it anyway. Do it. Yeah, I had to overcome that, right? You get to a point where it's like, okay, I've got to step over that courage bridge. I have to say it's now. I've got to do it now. My husband was sitting right beside me on the bench. I don't know if what I haven't watched the replay yet, but maybe you hear him clearing his throat. He's over on his phone. He's got headphones on. He's doing his videos, and I'm next to him on a bench, and I'm going live, and I don't think he's hearing, but I've never done it in front of him before. Right? I'm always in my little space. I'm in my office doing live, making recordings, doing my study, doing my motivation. He's not there. And I had to decide if I want to grow, if I want to improve, I've got to take it to the next step. I have to go to the next level. I'm not going to do this business when it's convenient for me, but I'm going to do the hard things anyway and figure it out. Which, in the back of my mind, I did think, I'm in California. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They Everybody's filming all the time. Nobody's going to think it's odd that you are doing a live video in the airport on a Friday night. Nobody cares. You can watch people walking back behind me. Nobody cared. So that was a confidence booster in the sense of I don't have to worry about what other people think because I was in a situation where nobody cared. So, but you when you're ready to do the hard thing where, yeah, maybe there will be eyes watching you. Maybe your family will see you doing these things. Can you do it anyway? And if you want six-figure incomes, $1 million in your bank account, you better be willing. Something's got to change because here you are today as the person you are because of all the decisions you've made yesterday, the day before. If you thought you were going to be a six-figure earner and you're not today, you woke up today and you're not. That's because of everything you've done up until this point. Something's got to change. You've got to start doing what six-figure earners are doing, millionaire earners are doing, if you want those types of results. Even if it's in relationships, great marriages, even if you want to lose weight, what are these people doing that you're not doing today? You've got to make the change. And the best way to do that is to have a new mindset, a new training your thoughts, to be willing to do something new, something different. And then I discovered I have to do that every day. I couldn't rely on the training, right? That's why I love that word training. It made so much more sense now. You go to the gym, you are training, you hire a trainer to walk with you, to show you equipment, how to do things the right way. And these are things you have to keep doing. If you missed a week at the gym, does your body feel it when you go back? Yes or yes. It's the same, like if you missed a week of taking a shower, does your body feel it? Yes. Or you mow the lawn. One day it looks amazing. You feel accomplished. You could call that success. And next week, what happens? You've lost the results that you had from the week before because you didn't keep it up. That's the training part. You have to keep it up. So that was my new revelation. I feel like if any of you, I hope this was helpful because I feel like I'm late to the game. How did I not know this? Sometimes I feel like, how did I not know this? Because I'm new at this, granted, but I've had 7 businesses. I've heard these words over and over again. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Sometimes you hear something over and over again and it loses its intensity. So what can you do? I You have to change it up. That's what, guys, I read my Bible every day, except last week. I didn't have my hard copy. And I thought, oh, good, I'm going to get on the airplane. I can catch up. I'm going to use my apps. And no, unless I had downloaded it, saved on my phone, I couldn't access it. So here, I was days behind. And that actually was a sign to me. This is you losing momentum because you weren't doing something every day. But generally, I start the morning that way, and I'm reading the Bible chronologically. One of the things I've discovered, guys, I've been with Christ for a long time. As a child, I knew he was Savior, he was God. And I was raised with the King James Bible. And then we moved to the International Version. And you hear the same words over and over and over again. And sometimes our ears get dull. We don't feel it anymore. You're just saying rote words. It's just almost like a muscle memory. You just do things without thinking anymore. And that was happening to me. And I have several versions of the Bible, and I grabbed a version, the Living Bible, right? Written, I think, in the 70s. And it was like the scriptures came alive to me because it was written just a little bit different, more in today's English. Well, now there is a Bible. Let's see. Oh, they have the New Living Translation. The New Living Translation. Look how big this. I'm reading through the Bible, but I didn't want to take this on my trip because it's a hefty guy. The translation is like life to me. It has filled me so much more. I get so much more out of it because it's said in a slightly different way, and it's like it woke my brain up. So here I've been in MLMs for a long time. And when you're in sales, you start hearing these quotes all the time. And one of them was, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Napoleon Hill, right? Everybody's familiar with these things. But it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't get it. And now I'm starting to realize it because it's happening in a different way, slightly different. People talk about mindset all the time. And sometimes even that word feels a little dull. You don't get it anymore. There's scientifically proven your neural pathways, the things that you've brought to your brain and you're feeding your brain. There's certain ways that you think. These are beliefs that you have, and they get set. And the more you think those thoughts, the deeper those grooves are in your brain. But did you know you can change it? If you don't believe you can change it, of course, you're not going to make any progress. You're not going to grow. So I have these really cool examples I wrote down. This is me. This is me. I found changing my mindset, those neural pathways, my belief systems, things I thought that were true. Well, of course you think they're true because they're coming from inside you. It's how your brain was wired. You think these thoughts. But what if you could break that? What if you could change your mind? That's what mindset training is about. You are building new neural pathways, new synapses. It's physiology here at work. You can do those things. So here's an example of my mindset got changed. My mindset said, I need 10 hours of sleep. My mindset said, I love my bed. I'm comfortable. I like being comfortable. I love sleeping and getting cozy, right? You understand? Hey, bet you Anna knows. Thank you, friend. I appreciate all those hearts. Thank you, dear friend. Oh, what a blessing. Thank you so much. But in fact, I'm going to tie it with a couple things, right? I sleep in, right? I've been a stay at home. My kids have left. I'm an empty nester. I can do those things. Going live was scary. Going live, anxiety. Oh, I don't know. You right. You start filling your brain with fear, low energy. What if you could change that? I struggled with making a 1-minute video. When I started with digital marketing, making content, the goal was try to have a minute or less. And I thought, how do people do this? How do you have a hook, talk about yourself, talk about a pain point, have a solution and a call to action, and you do it in a minute? Are you kidding? That's impossible, right? What you believe happens because that's the modality you're living in. So, can you change that? Um, Staying consistent. That is just way too hard. Life happens, and I just have to go with what life throws at me. I can't stay consistent. I can't make 3 videos a day and go live. You built the neural pathway that says so. What if you could change that? For me, I've had 7 businesses. I'm not successful in business. I'm getting older now. How do I do these things? It's impossible. That's a belief. That's your mindset. It's set. It's like set in stone. That's what mindset means, right? But we want to train that. We want to change that. How do we do that? This is what I figured out this week because I made the decision I'm going to do it. I think I can. I think I can. Then it becomes, I know I can because I did it once. I tried it once and I didn't DIE. It was felt amazing when you do something new for the first time. It feels that's that confidence. That's that win that you're supposed to be keeping track of. It fills you with confidence and power because you've made the change. You're reaching for your goals and you made the change. Okay, so my idea of sleeping in. I go to Hawaii. It's a 4-hour difference from where I am in Idaho. Totally turn things upside down. I'm awake at 4 a.m. And granted, okay, that's 8 o'clock Idaho time, but 4 a.m. in Hawaii, and I'm getting up and I'm prepping my live, right? I use ChatGPT to help write my descriptions and things, right? Makes life really easy, kind of takes a load off your brain and lets somebody else do the work. But I was going live at 4:30, 5 a.m. Wow. If that wasn't a confidence booster, and it proved to me I can do this, right? My mentor was doing it when her family would go on vacation. Thank you, Anna. Have a blessed day. When my mentor would say she's going on a family trip and she got up early to do her lives because she never wanted to miss a day, she had the belief, the mindset that I will show up. Thank you. Thank you, HB. I would love for it. I would love for you to do this. She had the mindset of I'm on vacation with my family. I want to have my 2-hour workday done before the family gets up, before we start our day. And that's how I think I missed going live one day while we were in Hawaii. And it's like, nope, I'm not doing that again. I've got to make it happen. And lo and behold, the roosters wake you up every morning. I think God said, Tammy needs to get up. Now, granted, they crow all the time in Hawaii. If you've never been, that's a thing. But 3, 4 a.m., the rooster in our complex, we stayed in a condo, started crowing. And it was kind of a natural alarm clock. Sun's not up. Sun doesn't get up till about 6:30, maybe 6:15 now. Or is it getting later? Somewhere in there. And I could start my morning and I was going live before the sun came up and I finished and we'd go out with my husband and go see the sunrise. I'd go out with my dad and watch the sunrise. It's possible. I didn't believe it until I saw it. And then that was the thing. That was the light bulb that went off. My mind changed. I can do this. and I will do this. I had to believe it was possible. My mentor said it was. She's doing it. And there's nothing you have to realize. You are in control. If you don't believe that you are in control of your own decisions, how things happen, take responsibility for that. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough because now, new neural pathway just grew right there. Believe that you have the ability to take control, and then you take control. So I believed what she said. She can go live early and have the rest of her day with her family and have a vacation. So I did. I turned on like every light in the living room so I could have enough light to go live. And because there was no sun, here I am in Idaho. I've got sun pouring in one window. I do have a light on the other side, just trying to help balance out. But it seems easy here. Hawaii was like a proving ground that I could do this. And I did. I accomplished, but I tell you what, I was running on steam. That's the point of this video was I didn't get into my mindset training. I didn't work on my muscles of my thoughts. I didn't work on the muscles of building confidence and getting into the community and getting encouraged from them and getting the information of the new thoughts flowing through that group. I wasn't getting that. By the end of the week, I was running out of steam. And that's the secret ingredient. You have to have mindset training, build up your mind, those synapses that say you can, you will. It is now a non negotiable. I will do these things. With that mentality, it changes everything. But you have to have that fed. It is so easy to fall into the trap of excuses. It's so easy to fall into the trap of the victim. It's so easy to fall and not get up again. But you have to make the choice that I will read good books. I will listen to the right podcasts. I will get behind a mentor and coaching that will keep pushing me to my goal. You can't do it alone. You need a little help, right? Good books. You need help from the community, people who've been there before you that can speak into your life. That's what Legacy Builders gives me. Guys, this is me, my never too late income.com. If you put your email in on this site, you will hear from me and you will get information on what Legacy Builders is. Legacy Builders is not only is it e-learning, you learn about digital marketing. You learn about all the social media platforms. You learn how to promote digital products. High in demand digital products makes all the difference, number one. But then how to have a 2-hour workday. It's proven. It is proven already. There's over 40,000 people in community. Many of them are six-figure earners already. They're making 10K months, 20K months. They're doing it already. So it's proven that the system works. And there's several millionaires in the community. So it's proven that it works. But what we don't know is what you bring to the table. What are you going to do? And that's where I feel like that's the secret. I'm talking about the secret today. The secret is mindset training. It has to happen every day. It has to happen. I mean, make a schedule for yourself. If your goal is to have a 2-hour workday, make it a 3-hour workday. And one of those hours is you're working on yourself. What are the skills you can improve on? What lessons can be learned from the books you're reading or the mentor who's talking to you? What is it you need to change? Because if you were a six-figure earner today, that's from all the actions you've had before today. You had the skills to make that happen. But if you're struggling, then something, you're not going to get it doing what you're doing today. Something's got to change to improve. You've got to let go of something. You've got to put in something new. Something has to change. That's what Legacy Builders brings to the table. It gives you all the information you need so that you can't fail. But if you aren't achieving, it's not the program. And it's not that your goal's too big. Your goal is valuable. Your goal is worthwhile. My goal is to pay off our house. My goal, you need to decide what your goal is and make it big. Make it big. So my goal is to pay off our house. I'm an old Gen X. I've already paid 30 years of mortgage. And then we relocated and we took on another 30 years of mortgage. I'm going to be 86 before this house is paid off. And I said, no, I am on a mission to get this house paid for in the next 3 years so that I can leave a legacy for my family. I don't want to leave this house as a burden of debt to my kids, my grandkids. I want to leave a legacy. So that's my mission, is to make that happen. And the best way I do that is to teach you. You can do the same thing. I struggle so that you can learn and figure it out and have an opportunity. That's what I'm bringing to the table, an opportunity for you. Nevertoolateincome.com. So this is my page of the e-learning platform, the digital products that I promote that you can use any way you want. Do you want to do the business like I'm doing, or do you want to use it in your business? You can learn social media marketing for your business and grow it that way. Maybe you want to take this education and take it to your boss and say, you know what? You don't have a social media presence. Can I offer that? Because I got the education, I know how to do it correctly. Let me bring that to the table. Maybe you've got some great ideas. You want to create your own digital product. And how do you promote it? How do you have the automated systems behind you? All of that's in the program. So if you go to nevertoolateincome.com, put your email in and get the information. That's all you're getting. You're learning what it is that we're promoting. And you'll hear from me. That is my personal business email. And if you have a question, write me. Respond to that email that you will get, and I can help you as far as I'm good at, right? I've been in for 4 months. I have learned so much. So much has changed. I think I was talking about sleeping in. Something had to change. Now I get up early and I make videos and go live. Um, I said I couldn't make a 1 minute video. It was too hard. I make 1 minute videos all the time. It took practice. It was a skill. It was a muscle I had to train and grow. Boom. Oh, friend, I'll help you. I'll give you the link for you to copy. So www.never2lateincome.com. And this is the page you should get. Let's see if I can get us started here. Thanks for letting me know. Let me show you where I'm talking. Okay. If you go to nevertoolateincome.com, you should get John and Marge. It's a website. Okay, so John and Marge, aren't they cute? This is where you put your email in to get the information. And the next page, you're going to get an email from me, and it's going to look like this. Some video, some information. Then if you click here, yes, I'm ready. You're just saying, I want to know more. You're going to get this page. These are all automated systems. I didn't come up with this. I'm not that brilliant, not yet, of what automated systems look like. So if you're interested in the 4 programs that I offer, you can read about each one. Look at this. Details of what each one has to offer. And you just choose what works best for you. The reason I chose Legacy Builders is because I wanted all 4 products available for people who wanted them. That's what I use. So fabulous. Thanks, HB. I appreciate that. And thank you all. That's the secret, guys. So the mindset training in Legacy Builders in the program is all in the community, and it's fresh every day. Every single day, you're going to hear from the mentor who made a success, knows what she's doing, and she teaches us every single day. The education is always growing, it's continuing education. New videos are added all the time. And there's daily mentoring. So this is my problem from being in Hawaii is I didn't plug in all week. I was tunnel vision on having my 2-hour workday that I gave up on my personal development and training. And I suffered. I suffered. I was doing brand new things. I reached new goals. I absolutely went live at an airport. I made videos when we were taking tours around the island. Like I was able to do those things. But what I was missing was my mindset training because by the end of the week, I was struggling. I couldn't, I was doing all the heavy lifting myself versus if I had plugged into the community, I would have been way more, I would have had the strength to keep going instead of running on fumes by the end of the week. So that's my secret on, oh, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. That was so generous. Oh, thank you, friend. That is so kind. All right. I am logging off for today. I thank you so much for your attention. You guys are, thank you, HB. I appreciate you so much. You've been so kind. And thank you to my TikTok family. I will see you tomorrow. Okay. I have some new ideas I can't wait to share with you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a blessed Saturday. And thank you to my YouTube family. You guys have been so wonderful. All right. I will catch you. Thank you for following me and subscribing. You guys have been amazing. I love spending time with you guys every day. Okay. Don't tell anybody, but I think you're my favorite platform. Okay. I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.